Drop a like on the video before the video starts because a lot of people are going to skip to the end. Also, comment I skipped if you skipped to the... How brain dead is your MultiVersus main? I stopped doing these videos for a little bit, but it's time to ruffle some feathers once again. You are going to be offended if you don't play Morty, by the way. Which, by the way, Morty is going into genius. You are a genius if you play Morty. He's not like these other scrubby characters. Let's get right into it, man. Starting off with Arya Stark. If you use Arya Stark, you're brain dead. I don't care that she isn't the strongest character in the game right now, even though she may still be, to be completely honest with you. But at the end of the day, this character is brain dead. You're spamming down tilts, you're spamming the same combos. They take absolutely zero skill. Everything has ridiculous range. Absolutely brain dead. Banana Guard, I'm gonna put you in not smart, because while this is one of the easiest characters to play in the game, I think if you were truly brain dead, you would just go use Jason, which, by the way, we're putting Jason in your brain dead. Jason is pretty much just jabs into side specials. I'm a master rank Jason, so I can say what I want about this guy now. He is the easiest character in the game. And if you are not 50, I'm like rank 51. So if you aren't one of the 50 above me, you shouldn't have nothing to say here. Get 50 above me, and then we can start chatting about Jason. But the fact that I used him and I didn't look at any tutorial, I didn't even go into practice mode, and I'm almost masters, I'm like right on the edge, is telling, man. This character is extremely easy. Batman, I'm gonna put you in... This is a weird one, because a lot of people might just be using Batman because they like Batman. And he is very broken, but he's also very fast. So I'm gonna put you in average IQ, because in order to land your moves, you got to do some serious thinking. Because he's so fast and because he's flying all over the place, it is a tad difficult to actually get rolling with this guy. So I'm gonna put you in average IQ. Black Adam, absolutely brain dead. No thinking required with this guy. Up special, you're flying around the stage. Neutral air, you're just attacking and it's hitting people because the hitbox is so ridiculous. Pretty much all of this guy's moves you can just do with zero consequences at all. Therefore, he's brain dead. Bugs Bunny, I can't believe people are hating on this character as of late. People are calling him a top tier, which is reasonable, but people are saying that this guy is brain dead and he takes absolutely zero skill. That is just not true. I don't care how good you think Bugs Bunny is. He's really just, he takes some IQ, man. You got to think with this character. He's one of the more difficult characters to play in the game. The only thing that he has that I would argue is brain dead is his forward air. His forward air can net you some eliminations at like 50 health if you catch him on the right side of the stage. But besides that, I mean, this guy takes a lot of thinking, especially if you want to line up your projectiles to go through his down special. You definitely got to do some thinking, man. Finn the Human was in your brain dead, but now I would almost argue if you're still playing this guy, I'm gonna put you in not smart, because he is very basic, and Finn mains have tricked themselves that this character takes skill. Oh, I gotta do 2 jabs into an IAD neutral air. It's the same brain dead combos, man. This guy is extremely easy to use, and I'm an extremely good Finn, so I can say that I could probably hit masters with this guy easily. And that's not because I'm skilled with him. It's because I really do believe that he doesn't take much skill, man. He's the same combos. He still has 0 to deaths, even though they were trying to take them out of the game. And that's pretty much what his entire game plan relies on, is 0 to deaths and whiff punishes. Garnet, you're absolutely brain dead if you use Garnet. Probably one of the most brain dead characters in the entire game. People could argue that Garnet is a low tier, therefore she's not brain dead. But when you have one of the most ridiculous forgiving jabs in the game, coupled with some of the most stupid specials in the game, I think that that is a recipe for a pretty stupid, easy to play character. Gizmo. Gizmo is just broken, but this isn't a tier list on how broken I think they are. This is a tier list on how easy I think your character is. And Gizmo, say what you want about him, I don't believe to be that easy, but he doesn't really take skill either. I think that he is like the less skillful variant of Morty, so I'm gonna put him in good thinker. You definitely got to think a little bit with using this guy. You got to aim your arrows, you got to get in your car and make sure that hits him. The music notes definitely take some thinking. Harley Quinn, I'll put you in oh man, put you in good thinker. You're almost a genius. If they got rid of your neutral air, you would be a genius. However, the neutral air is way too forgiving and is way too good. The up special is way too forgiving and way too good. Her combos are very... You have to manually do her combos. They're not like a lot of these other characters where you can just memorize the sequence and do them. Harley, you actually have to make adjustments based off of where your opponent is. and they are not very forgiving. You have like a 5-frame window to input your combos before the combo drops. So therefore, you definitely got to think while using Harley. Iron Giant, you are brain dead. Come on now. Come on now. I don't care how many times they nerf him. He's too big, dude. He's too big to the point where he'll never take brain activity, man. This guy kills in like 3 hits if you catch your opponent in the right spot. Jake the Dog, genius, mid-tier character. Doesn't do anything for you besides the bite move, which is just one good move. You know, Morty has the mud wall. Any other character I put in genius is going to have at least one brain dead move. But Jake the Dog is still a genius character. Joker, most brain dead character in the entire game, 100%. Same forgiving 70 damage combos, 1-frame kill move projectile, absolutely brain dead character. LeBron James, similar to Jake the Dog and also similar to Gizmo in the sense that his projectiles take a lot of thinking, as well as the fact that he is a mid-tier makes it so that you got to think a lot while using this guy. So if you are using LeBron James, I think that there's a lot more characters in this roster that you could opt for if you wanted to have an easier time. But a lot of LeBron James players just want everything to be manually done for them. And that is what this character does well. So I'm going to put him in genius. You definitely got to think a lot about his combos and his projectiles. Marvin the Martian is a character that a lot of people are going to act like takes a lot of skill, but at the end of the day, most Marvin the Martian players do one thing, and that is spam up tilt. Rain Dog is genius. This guy is similar to Morty in the sense that he's kind of a mage bruiser build, except all of his bruiser tools are a lot worse than Morty, and all of his mage tools are also a lot worse than Morty. Overall, this guy is a character that is not particularly good at anything. His projectiles are really not the best. He has no kill moves besides his dash attack and his up air, which are very, very inconsistent. You have to hit at a weird angle in order to actually get the elimination. And even so, a lot of the time you are not going to be able to kill with those moves unless your opponent is at a very high percentage. Overall, Rain Dog, an extremely hard character. Shaggy is absolutely brain dead. The only thing that prevents this guy from being the most brain dead character in the game is the fact that he's extremely slim. I feel like his hitboxes are not that good, especially on like his forward tilt or his up special. You know what I'm saying? He's just very narrow. This guy's a skinny dude, and I think a lot of his hitboxes are very precise. However, you do have moves like the side special or the forward air that do a lot of things for you. And this guy does kill at like 50% if you're raged up. Shaggy is the first character you unlock for a reason. He is one of the most straightforward, easy characters, but I do think at a high level, he gets a little more complicated, but I still do think that he is very brain dead. Steven, very brain dead. Down special literally just spawns a duo. Like, these guys can just play 2v2. His hitboxes are completely corrupt. His up air is stupid. Forward air is stupid. The shield moves I used to think take skill. Absolutely not. You can just throw him out and it's going to sabotage your opponent. You don't have to think much when using Steven. You just throw out moves and they'll most likely hit because all of his hitboxes are broken. Stripe is, you got to be a good thinker to play Stripe. He's not necessarily a high tier. His hitboxes aren't that crazy. The only move that he has that I find cheesy is the dynamite. The dynamite, I really don't understand how it works fully, but it seems like you just can't punish it at all. Stripe can just go ahead and use it and it will hit you 9 out of 10 times. And even if it doesn't hit you, you're not going to be able to get punished. Superman, not smart. I think that this guy does get more complicated as you get better at the game, similar to Shaggy, except the main difference is if you want to be good with Superman, you have to learn complex combos, and his jab loop seems to be one of the harder ones to perform. His ice breath gets a little complicated. That's easily his best move, but it's really hard to execute in a skillful manner and not get punished immediately for trying to do it because it takes so long to freeze your opponent. But if you can successfully camp them out and know where you need to be and know how far away you have to be, you can definitely get something off of it. However, we can't neglect the fact that this guy has command grabs and armored moves up the wazoo, making him extremely unskillful. Taz, absolutely brain dead. Probably a top 3 character in the game right now that people are not going to be talking about. His side special, his up special, and his neutral air are really what makes him brain dead in my opinion. They hit from all angles and you cannot punish them at all. It's absolutely ridiculous. And some of the best edge guarding tools in the entire game. Tom and Jerry, I'm putting you in not smart, man. And well, I gotta put him right below Marvin because I think he is a little Actually, yeah, when I said Marvin was the least skillful mage in the game, I take that back. Tom and Jerry is the least skillful mage in the game. In the past, I thought that this guy was skillful. I take it all back. And the reason for that is mainly his down air as well as his up air. Just like Steven, some of the most brain dead moves in the entire game. And as a matter of fact, I'm moving this guy up to your brain dead below Steven because I just remembered this guy's up tilt on the ground. Absolutely insane, dude. You can't touch the ground against Tom and Jerry because you have the ridiculous up air, the ridiculous down air in the up tilt. This guy literally controls the stage at all times. And then he has the Jerry shot, best projectile in the entire game, hands down 100%. I just quickly thought of every projectile in the game. Jerry shot, 100% the best. Dynamite, disgusting kill move. So this guy has stage control, he has edge guarding, he has projectiles, he pretty much has everything. And I do think that it's fair to say he is a top 5 character in the game right now. I had to think very hard about where to put Velma on this list, and if this was a how annoying are they tier list, I would put Velma at the very top. However, it's a how hard are they to play tier list, therefore Velma is definitely the hardest character to play in the entire game. I think the best decision that MultiVersus ever made was making Velma a low tier, because if Velma was a mid tier, this game would be absolutely unplayable. Because let's be real, Velma's playstyle is literally gizmos, but more dedicated to the running away. If you want to be a good Velma, you have to spend all game running away. But while you're running away, you have to think about so many things that Velma is definitely a hard character to play. You are constantly thinking about what you have to do next. However, the fact that she's a low tier just saves a lot of frustration, man. Because while she does take a lot of brain activity, she's just so annoying. Wonder Woman, still brain dead. I don't know why we're not even talking about this character. She does so much damage. She still kills in like 5 hits. She's still very easy to play. And yeah, she's still brain dead in my opinion. Agent Smith, same thing. This guy does way too much damage. His dash attack is broken. I think it's his dash attack where he dashes at you and uses his pistol. That move kills at like 70%. He does way too much damage. His grab move goes to an automatic like 60 damage combo. Samurai Jack, easily most brain dead character in the game. Here y'all go, man. This guy hates every character. I don't care, man. Put Samurai Jack at the top. The dude's game plan is literally running away, jabbing you, running away, jabbing you, running away, side special, running away. I think it's up tilt or up special, the little 5-hit sequence. I don't know. That move is stupid. Yeah, Samurai Jack is brain dead. And then finally, Beetlejuice, I'm putting you in not smart because of his neutral air, the one that freezes you with the perk. That move is stupid, dude. That's all it takes for this guy to be a not smart character. I'm promoting Bugs Bunny to genius. There we go, final list. Promote Harley to genius too, man. If you play any of these characters, you can feel pretty good about yourself. Let me know why you disagree or agree with any of these rankings, and I will see you later.